Okay, everyone, this is for the third video. This one we're going to go over memory. I've specifically chosen G.Skill, which I've used many different types, and there's good memory out there, but G.Skill has always been my favorite. I've had the least amount of problems from them. Uh, so we're just going to use this for an example. Okay, this is, as you can see, DDR4 memory. You can always tell by looking at two different things as far as finding out the memory. You can look to see if it actually says DDR4, or if you actually look at the model number on the memory, it will always say PC 1, 2, 3, or 4. 4 meaning DDR4. If it's a 3, it's DDR3. If it's a 1, DDR. If it's 2, DDR2. Kind of gives you an idea. If they ever come out with DDR5, then this will be a PC5. That's how you can always tell. Even if you're looking at the memory chip, just look at the little white tag on the memory, and somewhere you will see this listed, PC with a number beside it, and that will tell you exactly what it is. Okay, a couple things to pay attention to in your memory. First of all is the size of each chip. This one showing 2x8 gig, which basically means each chip is 8 gigs with a total of 16 gigs. And so if you got a 4-channel, a 4-slot memory on your motherboard, you could buy 2 sets of these and have 32 gigs of memory. Or you go find some higher memory that has one where each chip's 16 gigs and then have 64. It all depends on how much memory, how much money you want to spend, and things of that nature. This gives you an idea of the model, which also varies into the speed. Another thing to pay attention to is what's here, what's called the case latency. Before I actually go over the speeds, let me give you an idea of memory is organized kind of like a movie theater. When you go into a movie theater, you have seats with rows and columns, and that's how memory stores information inside of it, and that's where these speeds come in handy. These speeds tell you exactly how long it takes for it to get the information going from rows and columns. The lower the number, the better. So, I mean, you can go through and compare different ones, but if you find the ones that got the same size and everything, but you look, this one's 16, 19, 19, 39, but you see another one that just says 14, so and so, that's the faster one. The lower the number, the faster it can retrieve your memory, and so that comes in handy. Although as the memory gets higher and higher, like DDR4 and then from DDR3, these numbers tend to go up a little bit. But that gives you a quick overview of that. And it's also important to pay attention to whatever processor motherboard you chose to make sure this supports both of them, and also compare the speed on the memory compared to what processor you're getting to make sure you're not going too fast. Because some of them, if it's too fast, they won't even show up. It won't even turn on. I mean, the board and everything will turn on, but you won't get a display. Some of them, it'll automatically just slow it down. It just depends on your motherboard and the settings of that nature. And I don't want to go into too much information, but anyway, that gives you an idea of that, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know.